So I'm here at Stansted Airport. I'm on my way to Istanbul for the racing at Veliefendi this weekend, the international races. I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of what to keep an eye out for this weekend and the sort of things I'll be covering in racingpost.com and for Racing Post TV. There are two races on Saturday and three on Sunday they're of most interest to British fans. The first is the Anatolia Trophy, a local Group 2 over 1 mile 2 furlongs. It's a race Belgian Bill won last year and he's back again this year. Hector Crouch rides. We've got Absolute Blast in there for Archie Watson. Edward Greattrex rides. He's had a big week, and could he perhaps top it off with a big winner in Turkey? Leshlar for Saeed Bin Suroor, who has a few runners this weekend, more of him to follow. Ben Battle was supplemented for this race, you might have seen, but he is a non-runner. Jimmy Quinn rides Leshlar for Saeed Bin Suroor. He's the 2-1 favourite with Coral at the moment. Belgian Bill, you can get 7-1 for a repeat, or 4-1 about Absolute Blast for Archie Watson. Also on Saturday, the Istanbul Trophy, a Group 3 over a mile. This is all about Arabian Hope, really. She was third in the Falmouth behind Roly Poly. Things didn't work out at Deauville, but she's clearly the class horse in this race. Despite that poor run in the pre-Rothschild and running against four local horses, you'd have to think that looks an awful lot like a penalty kick, and Saeed Bin Suroor would be very disappointed if she couldn't win that, you'd imagine. Moving on to Sunday, the Bosphorus Cup is a Group 2 over 1 mile 4. You've got Crimean Tatar in there for Hugo Palmer and Turkish owner Mr. Arachi. So you'd have to think this race has been in the plan on the minds of those connections for some time and be ready to run a big race. Jack Mitchell rides Crimean Tatar. Saeed Bin Suroor won this race last year with Move Up. He has Secret Number in the race this time. We haven't seen Secret Number since Melbourne campaign last year. Elbreth is in the race too for Andrew Balding and Oisin Murphy, who've had success at this meeting before. 9-4 co-favourites of the three there with Coral. We also have the Trachea Trophy, Group 3 for 2-year-olds. A couple of runners there. Another bat for George Scott, who's run at Royal Ascot and plenty of other big gigs this year. And Rufus King for Mark Johnston, unsurprisingly represented with the juvenile here. There's also the Top Cappy Trophy, Group 2 over a mile, which Blonde Me won last year. Saeed Bin Suroor is well represented here too, and Dream Castle, perhaps one of the class horses of the weekend, runs here. The first Frankel ever to run in Turkey, actually. Probably the most high-profile runner of the weekend. Actually, the 11-4 favourite with Coral, that horse. Bin Suroor also has Carry On Derrick, 3-1 in that same market. Other horses of British interest, Mr. Scaramanga for Simon Dow, Arcanada for Tom Gaskin, 8-1 Cool Company for Richard Hannon, a well-travelled horse, been to Australia, of course, in the past and other places, 10-1. So that's a quick run through from Stansted's Departure Lounge of the type of horses you want to keep an eye out for this weekend. Keep it here on RPTV. I'll have updates throughout the weekend and also reports from on racingpost.com and in the paper too. Good luck if you're having a bet at Turkey this weekend or anywhere else, and catch you soon.